lovers. What's up, Trixie lovers? Sorry, no. Hi. Today is Tuesday, and I want to talk about why building trust is important. So yes, yesterday we talked about um why relationships are important. Now let's talk about why trust is important. Why building trust is important. Okay, so y'all already know. Y'all already know we on a week of building. We on a week of talking about building. Let me say that. This year I want to discuss topics that I think we should hit on, whether they can be tough conversations, whether they hard conversations, easy conversations, just stuff that we like, oh, you get what I'm saying? Some things like some things we can say and just probably need to dig a little deeper into. And this year I want to build some teams. I want to build more relationships and deeper bonds with people. And I want to grow and build with my children. I want to collaborate. So, all of those things connect to building. And not just building relationships, but building trust as well. I got to trust. I got down here, y'all already know I got some notes. So I got down here. Trust is very important and it's the glue that holds relationships together. It is. We got to be careful how we move sometimes, especially if we know some people. That's why I always say communicate and be honest. Be honest and be open. Now, some honesty can be a little harsh and look direct and however, but honesty is important so people can be able to trust who you are, trust how they have to move. All right. If you value and respect your relationships, you will show up, you will work together, and you will make sure your relationship feels safe around you and feel like they belong. Like, and that's for anything. And I have to keep on repeating. If you trying to get your children to trust you, if you trying to get your team to trust you, collaborate with people, dating, even dating, you gotta have some type of trust. If not in them, in yourself, you gotta be able to trust yourself that you make them good decisions, that you making the right decisions on who you even allow around you, who you're even pulling on, or who you're talking to. And then you got to be able to project it. It's like I say, show up, work together, and make sure people feel safe around you. You don't want to say, "Oh, I'm so trustworthy. You can trust me," and nobody don't feel safe around you. I don't want to say nobody, but like certain people don't feel safe around you. You probably did something, said something. I was like, I don't even feel comfortable or safe around you. So I don't trust you. So building that trust and having that trust is making sure people feel comfortable and safe to just be. You get what I'm saying? To just be self and grow. And vice versa. And if you hanging with someone or you trying to build trust with someone and they don't make you feel safe or they don't make you feel comfortable, you already know. It's time to go. It's time to read. Trust is powerful, and yet it is the main thing we use for almost everything as civilized people. So I got a couple things that we use trust for, as far as like you got to trust the hand that's pulling you up, and I say that a lot. I say that a lot as far as like y'all know I'm climbing. I'm on the corporate ladder now, and I'm trying to climb and get promotions, and I gotta trust the mentors that's teaching me. I gotta trust the teaching. I gotta just trust some systems. I gotta trust. And not only do I have to trust that, I gotta trust myself. I gotta trust myself. I gotta trust myself and believe that I'm doing what I need to be doing. I'm making the right decisions for me. Then I got, you gotta trust people who serving your food. Y'all can go out to them restaurants, fancy or not. You gotta trust them people who back there. You don't see them cooking. Some you do, but some you don't. You gotta trust where you getting your food from. You gotta trust. You gotta trust, especially if you eating out or even the grocery store. Some you don't know. You have to just trust that some things are just safe. You have to trust, and like I say, not only that, but just trust yourself and making sure if you was to come up to a situation where it's like, do I trust it or not? You get what I'm saying? Even making that decision, some decisions you probably haven't made right or whatever the case is. But now that you know, now you can trust yourself on making better decisions. I feel like trust should just start with self. When you are aware of yourself and you can trust yourself, you can move better. You can learn how to trust other people better too. Then I got, you got to trust your boss to give you a paycheck. You got to trust that. You got to trust before marriage. You got to trust the person that you about to marry. If if you're married or you in that category want to get married, y'all know. Y'all already know what I'm trying to say. But you got to trust that person. So it's powerful, and yet we use it. We use trust a lot. And a lot of people, they be like, I don't trust nobody. Oh, I understand, like, don't put your full trust into no one. However, trusting in God, and I get it. However, you got to trust somebody to move ahead, to grow, to build. To build those relationships with your friends, your peers, your significant others, your children. You got to have some type of trust. They got to be able to trust you. You got to be able to trust them. If you lack trust, you're used to expecting the worst. If you be like, I don't trust, you just don't trust nothing. You don't trust nobody, nothing, never, ever. Like, you so used to being let down, and that's something that you have to dig into core. That's something that you have to be like, okay, take some of them expectations down so you can stop being hurt. Stop getting disappointed. Stop getting your feelings hurt. Stop trusting in the wrong things. So you can know that you're making better decisions when you walk away or stop or no or yes or wherever. However, but you got to stop expecting the worst. You got to start talking to yourself better. You have to start believing in yourself, trusting your gut. And if you wrong, so hey, if you wrong, you learned the lesson. Now take that and then apply it and keep going. Why are trust accounts? Okay, now look, y'all know I every time I talk about anything that's important to me, I look up some topics that I can talk about. So while I'm looking this up, of course, information come out. And while I'm talking about why it's important to build trust, they was talking a lot about like the research was talking about trust funds and trust accounts. Now it's two different things, but y'all get what I'm saying. I hope y'all know what I'm talking about when I say a trust accounts, them trust funds or whatever, and building trust with like somebody else. Both are important. And I got down here why trust accounts are important is because it helps you protect your assets and you can control a lot of stuff after you're gone. That's a whole nother conversation for another conversation. And you know what? I think that's one that we should have. Let me mark this though. Because this is a conversation that we need to just come talk about. Trust funds and trust accounts and all that good stuff. Making sure them assets are protected. Y'all already know I love stuff like that. That's like get me excited. But that's all I got, y'all. That's all I got. Why trust? Why building trust is important. All right. And that goes right along with building relationships. Building trust and building relationships, they are important. It matters. And all that good stuff. Especially if we trying to build, because like I said, I'm trying to build some really close, tight bonds. Personal, business, like all that good stuff. I want some teams. I want some teams. I want some teams. I want some friends. I want some love. Some affection. Yeah. All that good stuff. But all right, y'all. I'm about to go ahead and skedaddle. If y'all stuck around this long, make sure y'all liking the video, subscribing to the channel, and yeah, show me some love, y'all. Show me some love, and I will catch y'all tomorrow. I love say no, okay. Say girl. Say no, okay, y'all. Let me go ahead and skedaddle. I love y'all. I will catch y'all later.